Welcome back. In today's video, we are going to go through productivity journey, and we know we have distractions, overload, distraction, procrastination, distraction. We have surprise, distraction. We have escape, distraction. We have familiar. This all nowadays, and when we have look at things overall, how we can manage, use for that, reflect your highlights, reflect your priorities, reflect your energy, reflect your distraction. We have start with distraction. We have procrastination, distraction, when we have skipped some tasks in our life, and we have going through this procrastination feeling, and when we have in surprise distraction, we know when we have email messages and while we are doing our works, we are distracted. That's called surprise distraction. We are familiar also that. And we have escapes, distractions. That's when we are in mode of desired to from escaping from in our reality, and that's cause after we are scrolling through our mobiles, and we are swiping our mobiles, and we have these kinds of distraction. We discussed surprised and procrastination, and one of other is overload, distraction. When we have many tasks, we are distracted. The overwhelming experience, which one I choose in today, which one choose in the moment, and that kind of distraction, overload distraction, we are very familiar. And when we have some tricks to find out, and when we are in smart persons, and we know smart, all about smart, and we have set goals smartly, not hardly, and smartly means works done not hard but smart. And we know when we set the goal smartly, we can pro- track and measure our performance. And when while we going through our works and tasks and projects, and we want to tricks for more, if we are doing efficiently, and there is any adapts, and there is an adjust need, you find how we find there is, we have reflection for your distraction, reflection of distractions, and reflection of energy, and reflection of priorities, reflection of highlights. And when we choose one task, we want to avoid overload distraction. And how can it's possible when we are doing took a highlight method when we have plates of things in our goals. That's very important and meaningful, but we want to choose and we want to avoid overload distraction. We are in focusing one thing in a day and highlight that. And when we are highlighting, we want to know that we want to measure it, and after the end of the day we have choose this method: reflection of highlights, reflection of your priorities, reflection of your energy level, reflection your distraction levels. And when we found these all things, we have we can measure and we can track all the tasks and to-do lists actions in going in efficiently. And we 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 know that we when we choose in the one thing and that's important and meaningful, we have in highlighting one or two things that's very important and meaningful. And then we are in prioritizing. That's the process is prioritizing is involved in highlighting. And we know we we have enough energy, and we have some subjectively check what's energy level in or throughout the day. And we are in higher we are block the time for our important tasks. That's very we feel it very productive. Subjectively our energy level is high, and we are all do for our easiness of our productivity life. And we know that the importance of highlights, because when we are live streams like Netflix, we are feeling some mm, doing jumping in other things instead. What we consider when you choose this method, like we are discussed highlighting in you, we choose in constraint and for four things, five things. Either in Netflix live streams you choose consider five and you choose one thing, and then you have overcome the distractions, and you have focus on what's important your life. That's affects and that's convert your productivity, and that's highly highly efficient for your working your works. And you want to your habits leads to productive increase your productivity. Your habits leads to increase your productivity. When you block your times in calendar, and that helps a lot in your productivity, and you can focus on the time block that scheduled the slot of the time you choose from your timeline. And you can try in these all things, and like pomodoro techniques, and you can block in 4 blocks in 30 minutes each. One block in 30 minutes each. 4 block you can take work on 25 minutes and breaks 5 minutes, and then you complete in 4 blocks. You can take a 30 minutes breaks, and that's helping you more motivated and more energize your times, and more focus and less distraction. Or in these techniques helps you more productive in your life. And we 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 have in 80-20 rules. 80% of works in 20% of efforts. We know it, and we can choose, we can consider that while prioritizing tasks, and we can choose it in our for helping considering priorities. And when you all things done, you have some acknowledgement what you done, and enjoying your accomplishment. These things also very effective in your productivity life, and you choose the life through some techniques like this here discuss. And we have we know these all concepts that helps lot in a prolific life for doing get things more done in a little time. And we want to focus things, and we want to avoid infinity pose, and we want to avoid distraction from the overload distraction. And we have some digital settings in alarm we can use for noticing our tasks, and avoid when we know the time blocks we are set, and that's helps to alarms helps, and some visual types of sticky notes that helps as well. And we want to avoid our distracted mind, and we want to powerful organized mind throughout the life. And we know that works expands so as fill the time available for its completion. We know the concept, and we want to done more in get things done more, and we want to avoid distractions like emails when we open mm, technology tools, and we go through process, and we have in front of us many distractions. and surprise distractions, emails and notifications. We want to turn off it all, and we want to healthy habits creates, and for that we have think about a system that says Tiago Forte in his books uh, tells code system. This C is capture, organize, distill, and express. When we have a system, we have focus more, and we can avoid distraction. We can measure all the things we have done throughout the day, and we can consider that is Theo Forte is saying in his book about uh, productivity book is saying about code system. We can follow it, and we can develop a habits we have in biological brain we all have, and then we need some extended memory system. This he is mentioning in his book, and that's called the second brain, and we can consider that for a prolific future, and we want to focus in our life, and we want to avoid the wasting our time and energy, and we want to do more in our short life, and when departs our spirits in our body, we have some tangible assets left. That's we have the is code system in end of the code system we have express, and we have many channels for that's tangible assets left, that's more productive for you, benefit in other people, value added to other people's life, and that cycle is continue, and like this when I get some special something that good for decode our brain and more productive, and ideas get in my head, I am think about how to organize my findings, my wisdom, and how to express it in through my channel. This I'm thinking all time, because when lift our spirits, we have left here our legacy. What's legacy? Something called value that's get benefited many peoples in, across the world, across the continent, and I think this the easy way to spread a good value for others, wisdom for others, and for easiness for others in their life, and many are struggles to develop a organized thinking, and many are distracted in digital worlds and physical world, and we have some productivity hacks, then we can try in our life, and if you interested in, if you are like it something, and you can try it, and if you not subscribe still, and please subscribe, and thank you for watching.